Sonny and Butch, both of you all have a long history of being active and athletes, but with that being said, obviously you all spent nearly 9 months in space. What does that recuperation and recovery process look like getting acclimated back here to Earth?
I'll start. I can tell you we have a group of individuals, astronaut strength conditioning and rehabilitation specialists, and we are directly integrated with them day in and day out. They send us protocols to work out, and I can tell you, I'm not as young as I used to be, but I was stronger on space station doing more weight and more reps on exercises than I have in my entire life. Because this group of professionals work to get us stronger and stronger and stronger. We're trying to minimize muscle atrophy, minimize our bone loss. So if we go to other planets, the moon and other planets in the foreseeable future, that we will be able to function when we get there. It's a whole science built around this team of individuals that are working to help us better understand human physiology and what zero gravity does to it and how we can mitigate the effects of the bone loss and the muscle atrophy. So day in and day out, I worked out every single day. We went into quarantine on the 22nd of April. And starting on the 22nd of April, I never missed a single day of workout because your body can recuperate in zero gravity. It doesn't have the normal stresses of gravity on it all the time. So you work out real hard, you hurt for an hour, and it finally fades away and you're ready to go the next day. So I applaud those individuals. They are making huge gains in the preparation to go beyond low Earth orbit. And it's science that is taking place day in and day out and has for years, and we're still learning and we're still progressing.
Yeah, at like day 265 on the ARED, because it counts all your days that you go and do a workout, I was thinking, I wish the hay was in the barn. But every single day, just like Butch is saying, you got to get on the machine and work out. And it actually is a really great stress relief to be able to have that time up there and run or bike or lift weights. It's really great. And the folks that Butch is talking about, is along with the nutritionists, really are looking out for us and making sure that when we get back here to planet Earth with gravity, we'll be able to function. So yeah, it's an adjustment when we get back, and they're here right with us from day one when we landed, ready to evaluate us and see how we're doing, and then work on a protocol to get us back. And like I said, I sneakily went for a run yesterday, but that's all as a result of their hard work.
Yeah, I mean, who would even imagine that you come back from 10 months in space, roughly 10 months, and within a week you run 2 miles at an 8-minute pace. I mean, that's not even conceivable that the body could handle that. But these folks get us ready to where those type of things happen.
Okay, we'll take our next question here in the room.
Yes, hello. I'm just wondering, there are a lot of people that depend on jobs here in the aerospace industry in the Houston area, 23,000 total. Wow. In the past, when there have been issues with NASA spacecrafts, there have been delays, and now we have another issue with the Boeing Starliner. Is there any concern that your issues with Boeing may delay future projects, future missions? And what would you say to one of your fellow astronauts before they go up on another test flight?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah, it's a great question. And I think we all have alluded to it. There's lessons learned. And that's like a piece of hope, right? We're not just sitting here doing the same thing over and over again. And we're learning from every mistake potentially, or maybe a decision that we've made and how we could make that better and do better the next time. When we go to the moon, we won't have an International Space Station to maybe take a stop at. We really have to get it right. And because of our mission, I think that highlighted some areas where maybe we need to work on and get it right for our fellow astronauts. I think they're encouraged by that, right? You learn and you move on and you get better. And I think that's part of the learning process. It's part of the exploration process.
I mean, we are scheduled on Wednesday to meet with Boeing leadership, the program managers, senior chief engineers, to discuss some of these issues. They want to come together with us, Sonny and myself, because we lived through this with them, and get on board with what the future looks like. And having flight crew with background in test and acquisition involved in the processes going forward to make sure that we're dotting every I and crossing every T. But still, that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed success in anything. Like we've said many times, this is a tough business. And we're learning all the time to go further and further and further.